Absolutely. And can you tell us a little bit about that Twitter while I post this red flags link here for you in the thing?
I just posted it. Actually, I figured out how to get there.
You go.
Which Twitter do you want me to hit?
Yeah, you made a a very viral Twitter post on how to get a guy, right? I think it was 7 things.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do a video on this at some point. How to keep a man in 6 simple steps. Number 1, learn how to cook amazing dishes. Pretty straightforward, like apply heat to food so it tastes good, like have some culinary skills. Number 2, be feminine, like have long hair, makeup, nails, etc. Because I mean, we don't want to date a guy because we're guys, right?
Exactly.
Number 3, don't nag him over trivial stuff. That seems pretty straightforward, but many women today have some difficulty with it. I mean, like the whole Karen meme is a very good example of the reach and the acceptance that we have today of like nagging, whiny, Karen-y type women, right? Number 4, be debt free. You'd think that'd be an easy one, like be able to manage your money, like understand finances, spend less than you make, save money for a rainy day. But the amount of women that have financial issues today is like off the chart. And I think it's one part, management issues, but at the same time, they don't typically choose high paying jobs that, come with longer hours and more compensation and more rewards. They tend to go for the easier stuff, right?
And
which is fine.
Say there's a wage gap.
Yeah. And then you'll hear, complaints about wage gap and blah, blah, blah. Number 5 was don't be a single mom. Again, you'd think that there would be some ownership taken, but it's like, it's not my fault. He was an asshole. He's a loser. Like every day, like if you guys follow me on Instagram or on Twitter, like I kind of get tired of putting them out now, to be honest with you, but like every day I get 2 or 3 DMs or emails with like a screenshot of somebody's Twitter, sorry, not Twitter, but like Tinder or like a Bumble or something like that. And it's some like 21-year-old with 6 kids with a bun in the oven that thinks she's worth $1 million and wants like, everything under the sun from guys. But I mean, guys, if you're going to get with a single mom, you have to understand the number one problem is you're self-cuckolding yourself. I mean, you're basically raising another man's kid. And number 6 was know how to please him in bed. I mean, seems like pretty straightforward. This is stuff that grandmothers would be telling their daughters 20, 30 years ago. Today, you say shit like this, the internet breaks. Bro, I was on like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different TV shows in the news. Because when I searched for like the keywords in that tweet, there was a news station somewhere in Eastern Europe, like Latvia or I don't know, somewhere in Eastern Europe that covered it. Australia covered it twice. New Zealand covered it. England covered it. Canada covered it. And it was covered in the US. And then it was also on the front page of blogs everywhere. Every feminist left-leaning blogger did an article about some bald man that was telling women how to be feminine, right?
Dude, well, I remember reading that tweet and I was just like, someone said it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone said it, bro.
Somebody needs to say it.
Somebody needs to say it, man, because here's the thing, bro. If there's any women watching right now, all 2 of you, we got 205 people watching, by the way. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Obviously, this type of content always gets censored some way. You know what I mean? People hate on guys like me and Rich trying to give you guys the truth. Quick with the super chats. Afi Kingdom, at work with the kiddos, just want to slide through and show love to my brother MYG. Salute. Thank you so much, Afi. And then he goes, another $5 super chat. Salute to the big bro, Rich Cooper. Blessings.
Thanks, Afi.
So, yeah, no, man. So, like, obviously, like, people are going to hate anytime you give uncomfortable truths because it's okay for women to have boundaries. But if a guy exerts any type of boundaries, they lose their minds, which is always hilarious.
Nobody complains when there's women on YouTube telling other women how to, like, milk a rich guy and be a sugar baby and none of that stuff. That's totally acceptable. Nobody complains about that. But, if you're a guy that, has some seasoning in his life and a little bit of salt and pepper in his beer, and you start talking to guys about the reality of the sexual marketplace in the world, they lose their shit. And it's like, the louder the screech, the closer you are to the truth.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. The uncomfortable truths about female nature are never taken well because that's kind of how women get over on guys. Like a lot of girls bank on the fact that you don't know your own value as a man and they can just bamboozle you. And as I always say, like, a lot of chicks, man, they sell purity, man. They're purity dealers. They come up to you and they're like, hey, I'm a good girl, all this. They're just like, you know what I'm saying?
Those are the worst ones too.
And it's like, nah, bro. It's like, oh, I'm a virgin, and you're just like.
The lie detector determined That was a lie.
Because these people be lying, dude. So they're always trying to sell purity. So when you give these uncomfortable truths, it ruins the game for them because they went their purity.
Dude, it goes on through life, like 30s, 40s, 50s. I'm sure there's like 67-year-old, women that are going on about their value and their purity and about how they've done no wrong in their life and everything wrong that came their way was not their fault. It was because of some dumbass guy or some loser or something else, and they want to take zero ownership for it, right? It's just like the purity story keeps going on throughout life. Trust me.